Hey, what's up guys, I'm Praetorian and welcome back to Imperator Rome as we are playing as the Roman Republic. So let's go and get started in today's episode where we're going to be continuing the war against Carthage. Should be finishing it up soon. And we'll try and get as much territory as we can get here. We could also look at perhaps making them into a subject. I don't know, I think they're still going to be too large, which means there'd be a lot of points. We'll see what our options are. I would like to at least take some of this territory from them, even if we could turn all of Carthage into a subject, which I don't think we could because I think it'd be too many points. They would be a very powerful subject, which means they would just rebel anyways. And also integration would be very costly. Somebody had asked about maybe turning them into a subject and then just integrating them rather than having to do maybe 1 or 2 more wars to get the rest of them conquered. And I just don't think that'd be an option because I think they're just too big right now. But we'll check. We'll see what we can do in the peace treaty, guys. So let's go ahead and I guess continue over here. We've got this siege here going. Over here, I'm not sure what these guys are doing, but we don't want them to... Oh, we lost them. Can't see them anymore. I think they're still right there in that province. So we have these guys here. This will be done here, so we're not going to go after those troops since they're going the other way. Let's go ahead and see if we can't figure out where those guys are. We just don't want them to get past us and go down this way here, for obvious reasons. Because we don't have anybody over here. Well, we did have somebody over here. This unit here, but he has already left and come over here, and he's now attacking this province. We just gotta move him over there. So we did finish up this siege here. There's one more province to siege, but let's first go ahead and attack these guys here. I don't know that we want to fight them in the I mean, it's in the hills. Yeah, that's not that bad. Okay, as long as they're not the mountains. And I feel like we'll win this one easily enough, just because the better general and the higher numbers. In fact, we were so much more likely to win that they decided not to fight us there. Obviously, the ships here are out of range, so we need to get them moving back over here into the port. All right, so we don't know where those troops went. Okay, so let's go over here. We still can't see them anyways. This has been taken. Let's go ahead and try and get those 8,000 engaged. We're at 82 on the current war score here. And one thing that was suggested is that when we attack the locations here in Spain, since we weren't planning on annexing them, that we should try and get more money out of them. And yeah, I guess I can agree with that. So yeah, we'll do this one here and just kill them all. Makes it... one bad thing, though, is that more of the units become loyal to our current character, though. So I guess there is a penalty here. Also, the prestige of his family goes up, though that doesn't have much of an effect. Yeah, I think we'll just go with this one, guys, just to not have as many troops become loyal to the current general here. Although he is the consul right now, eventually he won't be. So yeah, let's just do this one here. And we need to get these guys engaged. I'd love to fight them here. It's a fort, so these guys are locked. That means they cannot get out of attacking us there, and we're going to get the terrain benefit. Looking over here, who wants to trade with us? Yeah, sure, why not? Give them that wine everybody wants. So let me see where our troops are here. So these guys are coming over this way. We want to get them engaged. I doubt they'll be there, and they're getting past us. This is what I was worried about, that they would get past us. Now we got to try and get them caught. Looks like we should be able to catch them there. All right, so that's excellent. They won't get away from us. And we are doing this battle here, and it does look like we're battling their entire army. But because we'll have the hill bonus, the no tradition bonus. We have obviously have the discipline as well, and they have the terrain penalty. We have the better general. We have the better troops. So yeah, this is, despite the fact that outnumbers, is still going to be an easy win. So with these guys here, let's go and have them go after... Let's see how we want to do this. Let's go over this way and go after that fort. Yeah, I think that's the best way to do it. All right, and then these guys are trying to catch those troops. We caught those guys. That'll be a nice, easy battle again. All right, excellent. And now they're retreating over this way. All right, so that's unfortunate. So we're going to have to go catch them. We don't want them taking easily undefended provinces here. All right, so let's see if we can't catch them somewhere. We got this siege going. These guys are done with this battle, so let's go ahead and go after the next fortification here. So we've taken these 2 forts. We're at 92 on the war score, and that's right, we did tell these guys we're not going to trade with them anymore. We've given them enough, and they're doing quite well. They're the most powerful country in the world, so I'm not really interested in helping them at all. Yeah, we'll help this little country here, right here on the borders of Macedon, under threat. Thrace is continuing pushing north, so they continue to exist as a power just because they keep pushing north, even though they lost all their home territory there. So we actually have a battle here where these guys retreated to, so we'll be able to completely wipe them out. So we don't have to worry about that army anymore. And you know what? It kind of feels like they're going that way now. Yeah, I think they're going to go up to that province, actually. So what we're going to want to do is stand here so these guys can't get past us as we try and get those troops engaged. Let me just make sure I'm not taking attrition here. Yeah, we might be just because of the terrain there. We did finish up this siege. Excellent. So let's go ahead and go after these capital provinces here. We're at 97% here, so I don't think we'll end up finishing this up. We're going to get it all the way up to 99, though, before we actually attempt to end the conflict. Might let this siege here finish as well, just in case. Actually, we need to take this location still. I'm going to see if I can't get them engaged somewhere. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know where they're going to be at. But yeah, we do have to take this location again. And they are now going to... It's kind of hard because of the forest here, seeing exactly where everybody is at. Let's also make sure that there's no troops here that we can easily engage. Yeah, there's this guy right here. So let's go and go after him. There's also 5,000 there bouncing around. Let's go and attack these guys here. Though we might want to avoid the river. We'll just attack there. Because they did fix that in the patch. Where the river penalty is now given properly to the attackers. And they are moving elsewhere. Let's see if I can't get them to fight us over here or something. So they're going after that location there. Still trying to do the siege here. Let's see if we can't catch these guys. I assume they're coming over here to grab that. And they do seem to have some barbarians over here, which are taking our territory. We are at the 99%, but I'm going to go ahead and let this one finish up, just because we're almost there anyways. But yeah, obviously, this is not... we're not going to be able to take all this territory here. In fact, it might just be better to go ahead and assault this so we can get this conflict done rather than chasing everybody around. And we'll just go over here and grab this province. And then we'll go and stop those guys. So we've already seen this event before. I'm not really interested in bringing in a new family. So let's see what we want to do here. Could do this one. Now, I don't know who all these characters are. If they have, yeah, they don't even have any position, so it's kind of irrelevant as far as their loyalty goes. Yeah, we don't want that one there. Yeah, we're just going to go with this one here, guys. And increase our popularity, not that we need it. We're already quite popular, as it is. And we have finished up that city. Excellent. So that's the city right over here, guys. So with that being constructed, that will now allow us to get another treasure in here. Now, we don't have a whole lot in here. I think the local freeman happiness is probably the best benefit. I don't know how happy the freemen are. They're already at 99%. So I guess as they get more freemen, that might become a problem. But overall, this is obviously not that big of a deal. It's not going to help us out much. But yeah, I don't see what else we would do. Yeah, I don't want to do local fort defense. We'll just do that one. That's fine. Sometimes you don't get much of a benefit from these. Alright, so they're about to take that. We want to make sure they don't take that from us. We'd have to go fight them. But we should have this before then. Alright, so with that, we can now end the conflict. We could also wait till this siege here is done. Or we could even just assault it to get it done even quicker. But I'm worried that they might take that from us. I don't even know if we'd be able to get that, though, honestly. I guess let's just take a look and see what we can get in the treaty, because I'm not even going to go for territory in Spain, most likely. So yeah, let's just go ahead and go for all this here. And see what we can get based on our points. Yeah, we're not going to get all North Africa as it is. That's a hell of a lot of aggressive expansion. We are currently sitting at 0, though, so there is that. We could go ahead and grab this one here. That's right over it. Could go like so and just get this territory here, so we have the pass here, and I'll be okay with that, I suppose. Or we could just not take any of it and reduce the overall aggressive expansion we're getting, and we wouldn't be able to spend all of our points, of course, if we did that. All this here is, and we could also get territory here. We'd be a little bit over it, but I'm not really interested in doing the Spanish ones right now, guys. So that would be an option. Another option is what that guy asked about, it's actually just under the points of making them all a subject. You can see that we have just enough points to do it. It's about the same amount of aggressive expansion as it would be to annex all this territory here. The problem, though, of course, is that Carthage would be very, very powerful for a subject. A little bit too powerful, in my opinion. Integrating would be costly as well. So I think it would be better to just take their territory for now, and then we'll do another war with them in the future. In which case, we'd probably take all North Africa and then maybe turn the Carthage here in Spain into a subject. Maybe they would expand a bit for us, and by the time we integrate them, we'd be able to get a lot more of Spain just because they've been expanding. It's a possibility. So I think that would be the next war that we did that. So for this one, let's just go ahead and annex this territory here. And you know what? I think we're going to leave it at that because already we're at a lot of aggressive expansion. So we won't spend all of our points. We'll see if there's anything we can do with subjects. Yeah, we could get them to release their current subject. I guess that's what we'd do. We could also try liberating as well, but yeah, I think it'd just be better to get rid of a current subject they have here. Yeah, that's better. It doesn't cost any aggressive expansion. That frees that little tribe right there. So that spends all of our points. Let's say okay. And we would become a great power with this as well. So we get all the following benefits here because we are now a great power. Integrated culture happiness is up. I don't think capital import routes is up. I think that's the same amount as we had before. Integration speed goes up. It's kind of, I don't know that the loyalty here wasn't affecting us before. It might have been. So we are now a great power, which is the highest rank in the game. So all of our armies here are exiled. We got to go get them all picked up. Let's go ahead and get these guys going into, we'll have them come over here and get onto a ship. This is within naval range, so we won't take attrition, so we'll bring them over there to pick up those troops. And then we'll want to get all these guys back over to here. Over to our closest port. Could just pick them up. I suppose it would probably be better to pick these guys up here. So that's what we'll do. Can we get across here? We can't get across here, so we'll just kind of walk over here with these troops and get them picked up. I think that's the fastest way to do this. Alright, so we still have the disloyal province here that we're slowly getting increased, and we now need a new governor in this area that we just conquered. So let's go ahead and get somebody appointed here, see what the best position would be, or the best character I should say. We got somebody who's self-controlled here. That actually reduces population growth, so probably not the best. Yeah, we might just want to go for one of these guys, even if their marshal isn't great. This guy's marshal is okay, though. He's decently loyal. He's not a member of a major family, but that's fine. Alright, so we grew in size a bit here in North Africa. And I imagine the next thing we should probably do is just go straight to war with Macedon, guys. I think that's exactly what we're going to do. We'd want to put all our troops as close as we can get them. One option, of course, is to expand all the way down here so you can just get a border with them. But I'd prefer to just cross and attack them, guys. Yeah, I think that's the best way to do it. Just attack, over here. I could also even attack here in the south. As far as what's going on here in Greece, let me just take a look what these are real quick. Yeah, we'll trade with these guys. Oh, we can trade with both of them, I suppose. So, of course, you got, Macedon's the main power in the area. They're actually quite powerful. They're not as powerful as we are as far as the number of pops go. But I think they're the third. Yeah, I think they're the third most powerful country in the game right now. Yeah. Well, no. Over there in India is the most powerful. Haven't really included them. In fact, yeah, they're even more powerful than the Seleucid Empire. But they're the fourth most powerful in the game. So they're definitely going to be a bit more challenging. It might be better to already have a border with them. So in that case, we'll just take a look and see what the current diplomatic situation is over here. So they're still around. Well, that's interesting. Yeah, they're still around, and they have 3 provinces here, and they're at war with Sparta. What's really interesting about Sparta here is that they have actually lost Sparta. They lost their capital city, their homeland. So they've kind of built a new empire, a new country here, taking all this other territory all around Greece. But yeah, they lost their homeland, and the craziest part is that the people who took their homeland, Messenia, these are the guys who were conquered by Sparta. They're right here is their homeland, so not that far from Sparta. They were conquered by Sparta and turned into slaves, the Helots, or the Helots, however you pronounce that. And they were effectively the slaves. They made up a good percentage of the population of slaves. There's a lot of places that were conquered by the Spartans and turned into slaves and made into the Helots. And they effectively are what allowed Sparta to be what it was, where it was this nation entirely focused on warfare and soldiering. So the Spartans obviously, some consider them the greatest soldiers in history. Of course, that's debatable. But what is not debatable is that the fact that their entire society was designed around soldiering and creating these specialized troops that were just very good at what they did. And they were only able to do that where most men, not all men, a lot of people think it was all men, but it wasn't. But most men, Spartan men, were soldiers. And they were only able to do that because they had the slaves working the fields. That's you had to have somebody out there working the fields. That was the only way they were able to do it. And it's kind of like a revenge of the Helots, because they now control Sparta. They conquered all their territory. So I think that's kind of interesting little setup here. So we could just attack one of these two first in order to get here. Just taking a look at the alliances and stuff that are currently here. They're in a defensive league with them. They're kind of irrelevant. I want to say they have an alliance as well. Maybe not. Just kind of go through here and make sure. Yeah, they do. They actually have an alliance with Egypt. So we'd have to fight Egypt in order to conquer them. So I think Sparta would probably be the better option. They have an alliance as well. Oh, they both have alliances with this one little state. That's interesting. They're just trying to survive while being surrounded by these countries. So yeah, I suppose attacking Sparta would be the best option. Yeah, I think that's what we'll end up doing. We'll attack Sparta next, in which that case we will have to get a claim here, because as of right now we do not have one. However, we might be able to do that by just finishing up our focus, our mission tree. So let's go ahead and start working on that. We have money, so we still need to get the aqueduct and the court of law here. Now, again, we did have to delete something in order to get this. Maybe a training camp would be a good option for deleting, or the we had to get the granary for this mission. Yeah, we have 2 training camps, so we could get rid of one of those. Could also get rid of the marketplace. I don't know how well we've integrated everybody. We're at 73.78% for the Romans as far as assimilating, is what I meant. So we don't really need that. We don't really need the training camp either, though. So we're gonna go to get rid of the training camp. We could have kept it until we were ready to build the second building, but I'm just going to go ahead and get both of these building now. Now, I don't remember what it was that we needed. I think aqueduct. I've forgotten already. It's an aqueduct and a court of law. That's what it was. So let's get the aqueduct. They actually needed an aqueduct. And then the court of law. All right, so we'll get both of those constructed, and that allows us to complete that mission. All right, so we're just getting all our troops moved. And I don't even think we're going to bring them down, disband them. I guess we could disband our levies, and that would keep us from having to transport them, I suppose. Yeah, you know what? We'll just transport the legions over here, guys. It'd just be easier. So we want to make sure all these troops stop moving. Yeah, it'd be a lot easier to just... And then we'll disband them all at once. That way we don't have to transport as many of these troops. So just move them over here. And yeah, then we only have to worry about the one legion. And it's just easier. Again, we can't raise them up again for some time, but that's all right. We don't even have a claim here just yet. So let's go and disband all the levies, and then it'll also give us the military experience before we lose it all, which we're not going to get a ton of it. That patch did make it so you got less military experience. So yeah, we're going to bring these guys over to here, and I want to say that is within our naval range now, since obviously we have a port right there. We want to look at the forts. I haven't done that yet. So let's go ahead and just take a peek at our fort situation, all the newly conquered territories that we have here. This is all one, isn't it? Yeah, so we don't need this fort here. Yeah, we'll get rid of that since it's not the capital location. Frankly, we don't need a lot of these forts, but they do help us with the trying to keep these areas loyal. But they are also kind of expensive. This one's not even in the capital region. We're going to get rid of this one. It's not in the capital province, I mean. We can keep that one here. Yeah, I'm okay with that one, I suppose. And then over here, is this all one? This is all one, so we are likely over that. Well, we're not over the limit, but we don't need this. So it's going to get rid of that. All right, so that should help us save a bit of money. We could also just stop paying for forts for right now. With the army, we'll keep paying for them so that we can continue to train if that's what these guys are doing. They should be training. It looks like they're not because we moved them over here. So let's go ahead and get them drilling right now, because our military experience is not quite as high as I would like. Let's trade with these guys. And how are we doing on getting the opinion up over here? Oh, it's really far down now. We must have done something to piss them off, apparently. Oh, the aggressive expansion. Yeah. Yep. That would do it. Okay. So we need to get the aggressive expansion down, guys. Let's get these troops picked up. Everybody's contacting us for trade. Yeah, we'll trade with these guys. Oh, yes. We're now a great power. That means we need to have 5 families. Yes. Okay. So we have to have 5 families. That will reduce the number of offices they have to have. So essentially we get to pick which of the families we want. As far as like who has positions here, the only one that does is the governor here. So yeah, it's just about picking one of these families, and I suppose we'll want to pick the one who has the largest family. This guy's got a sibling. That's it. He doesn't have anybody. He doesn't have anybody. As far as other people, and let me just see if there's any other effects of this. This is a self-made man. Just seeing what this is going to do. By not picking one of the characters endorsed by the Senate, we will lose loyalty of all party members. And then this character is going to gain the first generation meritocrat, which would increase his finesse and his conviction for democratic and the Popularis, in our case, the Popularis faction party. And again, we're going to lose all that loyalty. As far as like their actual traits here, this guy is pretty decent. Let's kind of look at some of the other characters here. This guy already has a position, and he's pretty good too. I think we're just going to give it to this governor here. Yeah, I think that makes most sense. We'll get 15 approval as well for the Popularis, and that'll get us up to close to 100 almost. Yeah, we're just about there. Get us up to 91 here. So we now have to take a look at the family situation because they only require 3 offices. So these guys are now grateful. But yeah, we've got a purple family. Well, I don't know if it's like a purple pink. I don't know what color that is. I'm not the expert on colors here, but yeah, we do want to get them some offices. So let's go and get this figured out. Obviously, we can pull offices from a lot of characters, frankly. The question is, how many characters are they going to have for us to appoint? That's what I'm most curious about. They actually have some really good characters here now. All right, so let's start out by looking at the technology. That's what I'm trying to look at. This is where we want the best characters. Yeah, nobody better than Hannibal, so that's not surprising there. Then we have this character here is not great. So yeah, we could definitely do much better. Well, maybe not. This is a level 8 character. So we can't do that much better. This is a level 7. So yeah, I suppose we're not going to change him out then in this case. How about for the oratory advances? Let's see if we want to change this guy out. He's currently level 9, and we have level 9s. But the advantage here, of course, is that these guys need a family. So I think that's what we're going to do. Let's go ahead and replace that character. We'll do this one. And then let's take a look at the religious. Because this guy here, he's actually pretty cruddy. So there's a lot of better choices. Could go with these guys here, but they already have 6 positions. Well, okay, to keep them grateful, we'd have to do that. So yeah, that's what we'll do. Keep them grateful. And that's the Fabius family, of course. So we still need one more position. So let's just take a peek at who we can put here. So I don't think there's anybody better than this character. Nah, his statesmanship's lower. His loyalty might be higher. It's not. How about here, replacing Appius here? So this guy's better, and his statesmanship's probably slightly lower, his loyalty slightly lower as well. But yeah, he's better at the position, gets the party approval faster, and it would appease the family. But let me just take a peek and make sure there's nobody for these other positions that we'd rather do here. So yeah, that's a level 7, same as us here. We got another level 7 here. He's slightly better. Over here we've got another level 7 from that family. Yeah, don't really care that much about this one here though. Over here, that's level 7. You're not gonna get better than the 10. Yeah, I think this is the best position. I did want to check through that though real quick. So that'll appease the new family. All right, excellent. Yeah, we'll continue training those guys up. We're waiting for the soldiers to get over to this port here. In fact, it'd probably be... Oh, yeah, it is easier, and we already got that set up. Okay, so let's go and get them jumping onto the ships there. And go and do a trade with the blue country. So as soon as they get on the ships, we'll get them coming on over to Italy. Actually go right there. Well, you know what? It might be better to do the invasion from here. So at this point, we're just waiting on getting these 2 buildings constructed. Once we get that done, we'll be able to finish up that mission tree and get another mission tree. These guys are wanting first from us. We're going to tell them yes, because we're trying to get them to like us. We've got them in a negative 105 opinion. Again, the aggressive expansion, as that gets better, that should result in, hopefully, we'll get to 100 here. We do need to burn that off a bit before we go to war anyways. Stability is going down rapidly because of the aggressive expansion. So I'd like to stop that if we can. Yeah, let's go ahead and do that. We're going to spend a lot of this on here, at least to make it go down slower. And okay, so this character here, Marcus, died. He was a legate. I think he was the one that was... No, apparently not. Oh yes, that's right, we replaced him. He was in charge of this legion until we put that really good guy in charge. We need to increase the size of our legions. That'd be one thing to do while we wait here, and we have money to do that as well. Could instead construct buildings. Oh, that's a lot of trade changes here. So we're not getting the leather. We knew about that, but what is the 2 things we just lost here in the capital? We had a miraculous recovery. Let's just let this update for a second. Oh, and more things have been pulled. Yeah, the trade situation is changing drastically, but it did not change here in the capital. We do need the 2 that we had just lost, which were the dates and the glass. So let's go ahead and see if we can't find those. So with the glass, yeah, plenty of locations to trade with. I should have went through here and saw if there's any better, but yeah, it does look like that was the best one. I think these are actually sorted by how much money you make from them. So we did get the glass. Now let's get the dates. Let's kind of confirm that. Yeah, these are all the same amount of money. All right, so we'll get those capital bonuses again. Got 1 building constructed there. Excellent. And are these guys here? Almost. Because we want to get them training as soon as they arrive. So yeah, let's go ahead and get them drilling. We'll keep paying for the army while not paying for the fleet. Yeah, I don't really think it's necessary to pay for the fleet right now, guys. We haven't really seen much when it comes to the pirates. Haven't had many pirate problems lately. So we do need to increase the number of troops here. So yeah, I'd like to get... Well, let's get these guys up to 15,000 first. So we need to get 6 more units here. And let's go to the legions. Just kind of see how we want to change these guys up. So we could get more supply trains, I suppose. Let's do 1. We'll do 1 supply train. And could do more of the engineer cohorts as well. Let's do some more heavy cav, though. And then I kind of want to make the rest of these heavy infantry. Get up to the 15 here. Yeah, that's what we'll have for now. Some of these vehicles are ridiculously loud. I almost want to leave that one. Maybe I will leave that in so you guys can see how loud they are when I have to cut them out. Or at least leave part of it in, because, man, they are really loud. All right, so we've got them built up to 15,000. Now, we could build them a lot higher. There's really no reason not to, other than you have to pay for them. So could get these guys up to 20,000. Man, I need to look to see how many engineers we need exactly in order to get the next bonus. I want to say 5 for a level 2 fort. Yeah, I want to say it's 5. So maybe we'll go ahead and build these guys up to 20,000 now. Yeah, let's go ahead and do that, guys. Just because, again, we have the money. I mean, it's pretty cheap for increasing these guys, but I'm more concerned about the monthly income. So yeah, let's go ahead and increase the main legion, our first legion, up by... I think we're trying to go up to 5,000 here, so we need 10 more units total, guys. So let's go up to... We'll get a few more of the heavy cav. Get another one of these. And you know what? We can also get war elephants. Yeah, we're probably going to want to get some war elephants, guys. Why not? So yeah, we'll get a couple war elephants. And we do need more heavy infantry, obviously. So what are we at? 2, 4, 6, 8, 9. So we need one more. Let's go with... I kind of want to go with more elephants, just because elephants. Yeah, let's do... we'll just do the 2 guys. They are kind of expensive and they use up a lot of supply. We'll just do the heavy cav. But elephants are pretty awesome. But just kind of show you their stats here. You see they do fantastic against archers, heavy infantry, light infantry. They obviously aren't as good against certain units like the heavy cav. They take a penalty to them, as with the light cav and the archers. But they take less strength damage overall, negative 50%. Morale damage has increased though. And then look at that weight for supply limits, plus 200%. That's the main reason why I don't want to get too many of these. They also take more damage from attrition. They consume more food. The heavy infantry carry more food than the war elephants do. I think everybody carries more food than war elephants do. So yeah, just having the war elephants causes food issues. I think that's the point of it. You can't put the food on the elephants. They'll just eat it all. I guess that's the logic there. So I don't know what we're missing here. So let's just wait a month. I wasn't paying attention to what we lost there. So we'll let this pass a month, and then we'll take a peek at the capital trade situation, see exactly what it is that we're not getting. It seems the leather that we were trading for is what we lost. So you know what? Let's go ahead and get more leather then. And yeah, you're just not getting much money for leather. It's not a very expensive trade good overall. Alright, so we got these guys training. We got 20,000 there, 15,000 there. We could always even build the legions up further. We could even get a 3rd legion if we wanted to. And kind of shift over to having more legions. It does result in less money, of course, because you got to pay for this army the entire time. So there is that to consider. Yeah, we could just have a African legion next. So with this one, we're gonna lose loyalty with the governor of Magna Graecia. He does have 58 loyalty, so yeah, I don't know if we want to do that, but it is 275 gold. In fact, let's go ahead and spend that money here in a second. Or you say let them keep it, in which case we will gain popularity, as will the governor, and the province will gain loyalty, which I think is what we're going to do. Yeah, let's just do that. How much money do we have to spend to increase loyalty of provinces and governors? I mean, sometimes you spend quite a bit. So let's go ahead and see if there's anything to build in the capital, and there is. We have one location, one building available here, and we're at the population capacity, so I feel like we got to get that aqueduct. So we'll build that there, and I guess we'll want to continue building in like our capital, cities around our empire to make sure that they have the Great Temple and the theater. And you can see here, this is a big old province that doesn't have either of them, so that's a problem. So what do they need more? So looking at the culture, only less than 30% are Roman. Looking at the religion here, like 15, almost 16% are our religion. So I think the clear choice is the Great Temple. And we'll want to get the Grand Theater a bit later. But we'll continue building those all around our empire so we can keep converting these countries. So we'll be attacking Sparta next. Again, though, we do have to finish up this building, which is now done, and thus can finish up the mission. This is a pretty good mission because you're getting the local building slot and the local import routes. You're getting 3 minor characters, which I assume are going to be decent, hopefully, decent stat-wise. And we get 1 hop in that province as well, a noble pop. So yeah, I'm interested to see if any of them will be good for our technology. So we got a level 11. He's not quite as good here, and these are going to be minor characters. That's how we know, if that's them. Might have been this guy here. Yeah, might have been one of them, but he's the same level. So we can take a look at our government and see if there's anybody here we might want to replace. No. Yeah, I would just want to replace one of these positions. You know what? This guy might be a good choice, but if we replace him, then we don't get the Grateful. Yeah, I think we'll keep him there. And plus, it's not like these guys have a lot of statesmanship anyways. So yeah, we'll just keep everything as is. Maybe we'll use them as a general or something. We could move these guys down to here, but we'll wait until we're ready to go to war, which, by the way, we can't do that until we finish the mission. So let's go ahead and finish this and pick a new one, which we already know that subduing Greece is going to be the one we're going with here. We could go with the Punic Rivals now, because I guess I think this is the one that we canceled, so I guess it's been 20 years since then. There's also the Gaul and the Africa one. Again, my issue with this one here is that, because some people are like, oh, if we did this one, we might already be ready to complete it. But again, I'm kind of worried about the conquest of Africa, although it doesn't say North Africa. But yeah, I'm assuming that it's going to require us to go after Egypt. I don't actually know. And we still have to go here. So I think it's just better to do the subduing Greece. And it's actually kind of warm today. It's in the 70s here in the house. So throwing me off a little bit because I'm so used to the cold. So just see why we can't do any of these. Ooh, are these going to require us to come over this way? Yeah, I didn't even consider that they might want us to go down here in order to complete these. Again, because I've never done the Roman missions, guys. When I played as Rome, in the early version of this game, they didn't have mission trees. So this is my first time experiencing a lot of these. If you wonder why I have no idea what any of these mission trees do. So yeah, it does look like these are going to be a little bit trickier than I was thinking. So with this one here, you do have to have somebody that's in Greece that likes you. Have to have 5, or have to own less than 5 territories. Okay, that's even more problematic. Yeah, they got to be really small. Now there are a couple countries here. I guess we can try working on those. Yeah, so that's what we're gonna have to do there. We'll just look for a small country you can work with here and get their opinion up. It doesn't even have to be that high. It just gotta be 15. I guess that will be hard with the high aggressive expansion. Here we actually need to own all that territory. Yeah, we'd have to conquer all this here, which requires a war with Macedon. Okay, and then this one here just requires 15 approval with any country holding these provinces here. All right, so that's what we need to be working on, improving opinion. So we'll start out with somewhere down here. Again, they just need to be small. This is actually Egypt. Egypt has a presence here. To see who else is here that's tiny. I think we'll probably just do these guys. They're friends with everybody here, so it makes sense. That's how we kind of get involved here. We'll start increasing opinion, but until we get the aggressive expansion down, it's going to be pretty difficult to get this high enough, even at just plus 15. We got to get that aggressive expansion lower. We'll go and start working on that, though. And then I want to say that these guys did apply, and since they're on the border, they make the most sense. Although I guess they'd be the first ones we attacked, wouldn't they? All right, so we'll do somebody else then. Let's do these guys here. So same deal. Just increase their opinion. Don't expect that to get anywhere until the aggressive expansion gets a bit lower. So we could just declare war over here rather than using the mission tree. But you know what? Let's use the mission tree, guys. Let's get the aggressive expansion down. It's a problem, regardless. We do need to get that lower. So we'll just continue drilling these guys, getting their experience up and getting that military experience. We're really close to unlocking another tradition. So we can just go ahead and go up to speed 5 here. And we'll just continue building stuff with our money. We've seen this event before. We can say turn the other cheek, in which case this character here is going to gain popularity, prominence, and lose loyalty. He's the co-consul. Or we can go with this option here, in which case we gain the popularity and prominence, and we start to see him as a rival. Yeah, we'll just do this one. Well, I mean, he's 70 years old. How much longer until the next election? Because all this might all be irrelevant any damn way. Yeah, we'll just go with this one. Doesn't matter. I'm not too concerned about it. So we'll continue with the diplomacy here, but why have we stopped here? Yeah, we did stop here, so I want to keep going there. So let's go and keep on working on them. Can we only do 2 at a time? Yeah, maybe that's what the deal is here. We can only do 2 at a time. Yeah, so it did cancel the one I was working on. Okay, well that's kind of a bummer. I didn't realize you can only do 2 at once. So let's then stop with, I think, these guys here. Yeah, we'll have to stop with them. Kind of bummer we're throwing money away right now, but let's do it with these guys. Oh, we are improving opinion with them. Oh, okay, that's them. I see. So we want to do it with these guys. So we have to wait, improve opinion again. And those are the 2 we work with. We can go ahead and get the culture happiness bonus for 2 years there. So that's always nice. And we can also go ahead and get this building constructed. I know we're currently working on this one, but let's just get them both here because this is a very large city here to not have those buildings. So we should have both of them. Plus, we don't have integrated cultures here, so it makes sense to try and get those guys assimilated. The Heraclean Path. Eclanum, I think that's how you pronounce that, might be wrong there, has seen a huge influx of visitors lately and a reputation for being one of the cities Heracles passed through on his way to that province and back from that province. Though it is impossible to say if he truly passed through the city or not, the stories have flourished lately. This is a prime opportunity to build upon the myth, to honor the hero, and increase the potential commerce. So if we go with this one, we'll lose some stability, but gain local tax and army movement speed in that province. Or we can say we will hold a small festival in honor and gain stability, lose a ton of money, and get, for 120 months, increased morale of armies and increased omen power. You know, guys, I know this is going to put us in the negative. I think we're going to do it anyway, though. I don't care. We're going to do that one. And we'll be in a deficit, so it's going to cause those problems there. I didn't think about the stability change. But we should get, hopefully, an event here that's maybe positive. Maybe it'll be negative. But yeah, we'll see if what event we get for the money issue there. So they are not a subject. I'm trying to trade with my subjects first. So we'll trade with these guys here. Again, the wine is a hot commodity for us. Trade with them as well. And we just got a civic advance. Fantastic. Let's see what these guys... Cancel that one. And I'm not trading with them either. Alright, so the civic advance, we got to figure out what we want here. Don't remember which route we were going. If we had something we were working on particular. Yeah, we did. We were going down this route and we already finished that. Alright, excellent. So with that done, we can now start working on another route. We're continuing down this one here. National tax modifier, population capacity. That one's pretty useless. We don't enact laws very, very often. There are other routes here as well. This one's a great one for money. As you can see, you know, we're going to have the build cost reduction. That's always helpful. National citizen output, that helps with more than anything with research. Well, I mean, I guess it helps with the money as well. The national commerce income, that's great since we do make so much money from commerce. Monthly wages for characters, that saves a lot. I mean, there's some great stuff here, guys. Get some more happiness, though it's not much. Not entirely sure why this one's considered so important. Yeah, river outposts, more capital import routes. And yeah, that one's nice as well. It kind of leads down to here. I'm just looking at, again, we're just going to kind of go through all these and see what they do here. Another 5% national commerce income boost, so that's nice. This one's actually going to increase our troops abilities as well. Yeah, this one has several troop bonuses, so that's nice. You got the Julian calendar to help reduce corruption. Build time, that's not that big of an issue. Monthly tyranny reduction and stability change. It's pretty small increases there. Bacon. Gotta have bacon, right? Got some happiness bonuses here. That's always nice. I mean, frankly, there are some fantastic bonuses here. This would allow us to get more buildings in Rome. 4 more buildings in Rome, in fact. I mean, I almost want to go down there just for that one. And national tax increases is nice as well. And population capacity, 10%. That applies to everywhere. So that would help. And then I don't know if we'll go for the rest of these right now. But what we could do is just go down to this one here because it's so good and it's really quick. We only have to get 2 of these, and then we can move down at other routes, which there's a lot of routes to go, guys. We got all these ones we haven't really touched yet. There's a lot of stuff we could do, but I think we're gonna go for this one here just because it's a really good bonus, and the national tax bonus, you know, is helpful. But I really want those local city building slots. 4 of them. That's worth quite a bit when you think about it. Like how much we'd have to spend as far as political influence and money just to be able to construct buildings here, to be able to get 4 more building slots. Like if we were to go with the this one here, I mean, it's 72 influence for each one, 300 gold. I mean, that's worth a lot, guys, when you think about getting 4 of those. So these guys are wanting wine. We're going to tell them no. They don't get wine. They don't get that famous wine. We're going to trade with these guys. All right. Tightening the strings. And so this is the event we got for, you know, being in the negative. It's going to give us a lot of money, get us far out of the negative. But unfortunately, we're going to lose progress On research, so essentially we're losing negative 25% for the next 23 months. Yeah, that's quite unfortunate. All right, well, we get out of the hole. You never know which one you're gonna get. Sometimes it's not worth going in the hole for, you know, what the penalty ended up being. Like in this case, I don't know that it was worth it. Yeah, we're gonna trade with these guys here. This is, you know, one of our subjects, so keep trading with them. So they have an advantage of staying with Rome. We're not going to integrate any of them right now. Yeah, I just don't think it's worth the effort just yet. And we'll trade with these guys here. And we have an election upcoming. Currently, the governor of Magna Graecia is the leading candidate. I'm just looking at this candidate. He is garbage. Oh, he's terrible. And why do we have him appointed there? I'm assuming they just keep getting like traits or something that, yeah, like, because why else would we have appointed this guy here? I feel like we should replace him, get rid of this guy and put somebody else there. This guy's so terrible. Yeah, we'll put like this guy here, or even I mean he's slightly better with the finesse, but this guy's part of a family. So now I don't know if this is gonna piss this family off. No, they have positions open. Yeah, I kind of feel like just putting this guy here. Yeah, I think that's what we're gonna do. His loyalty is okay. Yeah, we're gonna put this guy in place. Oh yeah, he's just absolute garbage. And man, that's where we lost all these trade routes. Was right here. Because yeah, we had I think the full 6 here, and now we only have 3. So let's just take a peek at what we might want to get happiness wise. I mean, everybody's pretty happy here. We could go for a noble bonus. Man, look at all these trade routes that are available. There's a ton of trade routes. I mean, you got incense, you got silk, we got all kinds of stuff we didn't have access to before. All right, well that's pretty cool. Yeah, let's go and trade for some cloth here, and maybe something else up there. You know what? We're gonna do 2 cloth, maybe even 3 cloth. Just get those nobles nice and happy in this area. Yeah, I'll have to go through all the trade routes again, off camera, of course, because it takes a while, and get those set up. Because yeah, we got a lot of new trade routes available. Let's go for, oh lord, that's a lot of money. Yeah, I feel like that's too much money not to go for that. So we're gonna go for that, and then we're gonna spend that here in a minute. We did have another election here. All right, fantastic. And why are we only improving? We must have got them up to the max there. But yeah, we did have the election here, and that cruddy governor here of Magna Graecia, former governor of Magna Graecia, did end up winning. So that's a real shame. And we got a blind man as our co-consul, and he is garbage as well. Man, Rome is just ruled by the most incompetent people, apparently. So let's go ahead and figure out what we want to do here. I'm not worried about the stability over here anymore. We actually got their loyalty back up. I don't know if there's anywhere with low loyalty, any provinces. I'm not seeing any. So we won't do the sponsor games, but we'll do the influence one because he's got money to spend. He's got a lot of money. I almost want to have him assassinate his co-consul. He can't do that. Those options are the governor here, who's 73 years old, and this woman. Okay. Let's go ahead and spend this money, guys. So I feel like this location here, you know, this is where we've had the loyalty issues. It is going up higher, but it is our, you know, most disloyal province. And this is the first time we've been able to build here. So let's go ahead and get these guys. Yeah, we're going to go and get them with a great temple and a grand theater. So let's go and do both of those there. That's probably what we're going to spend a lot of this money on here, guys. Just in key provinces that need these buildings. So I think we have both of these over here already. No, we do not have a grand theater here. So let's go and get the grand theater right there. Also, these new territories could probably use something. In fact, I wouldn't be surprised if they're losing loyalty. They are. So we might want to deal with this proactively. Yeah, let's go and start with the one that's furthest away and get them some stuff here. They've got a bunch of academies. You know, we might want to get rid of one thing, like the training camp or something. Yeah, I think we're going to get rid of the training camp so we can build both of these here. Oh, and we don't have enough money. All right, well, in that case, let's get the Grand Temple first, and then we'll do the Grand Theater. Warrior's Honor. So we can say, let the soldiers have their due, in which case that legion, our first legion, will have increased discipline, but also increased chance that they'll become loyal to their general. Or we say this is a dangerous precedent, in which case Lucius, our badass general here, would lose loyalty and we lose stability. So it's a clear choice for me. Yeah, we'll go with that one. I don't know if we'll make use of that. We're still trying to increase opinion here, but I think the aggressive expansion is just too damn high. So that's here. We're still working on them. Why did it get canceled over here? I'm just assuming that's why it keeps getting canceled, is because we've already maxed it out. No, we haven't maxed it out yet. Oh, it says it's going to increase it by 0. Maybe we did max it out. I thought it was 100 you can get it to. Okay, maybe that's the reason why that keeps canceling. Maybe you can have more than 2. And the reason why it was canceling is just because they're saying it's done. Yeah, I could have swore you could get it up to, you know, you could do 100 total. Where it's saying here we've only done 57 for the improved relations. Yeah, interesting. Okay, well, that's as high as we're getting it. Aggressive expansion is just too damn high. Although we have burned a lot of it off so far. We've done a good job with that. These guys are right here. Yeah, we're not going to trade with them. Sorry, you got to become a subject of Rome if you want our goodies. It's actually just about the end of the episode. We'll get through a couple more months here. Get our money up so I can build in that province, because you know I'm going to forget about it otherwise. Yeah, we'll trade with these guys. Subjects can have our goodies first. We do have the money here, so let's go and get this constructed, just so that it's set up for the future. And with these guys here, we will trade with them. Now we can't call an omen down. I think we should probably just go with the aggressive expansion change, just trying to get this burned off quicker, guys. Seems like that's what we always have to go with. Is there anything we can do here? No, because stability is still ticking down pretty rapidly. That is right, we did it twice already, so that'd explain why we can't afford it. So this woman here wants to make a formal declaration of her loyalty and commitment to the Senate. Show her appreciation. We do this, we get a bunch of political influence, but lose a bunch of stability, which makes no sense because spending, you know, the amount of political influence you'd spend would not get you anywhere near that amount of stability. So yeah, that doesn't make sense at all. Or we can go with this one here, and she loses loyalty, but we get stability. I think this is the clear choice. I mean, we don't even know who this woman is. Yeah, I don't know why we would do this option, honestly. So yeah, let's go with this one. Get that free stability. That's nice. And then maybe we'll get into like March or April. Look how much manpower we got. It's got a lot of it. And we can't get a tradition. So this will be the last thing we're going to do in this episode, guys. We did finish up the Roman traditions, of course, until we can get this one here, which we would need to, you know, invade into Greece and then integrate one of those cultures. That we can go ahead and go with these ones, though, and I think that's what we'll do. We could continue to improve our navy here. Ship damage taken is reduced. I don't really know if it's necessary. Like, how large are the enemy fleets here? 100 ships. 90. We have 124, so we still outnumber them. I mean, I guess we don't have, like, you know, a significantly larger fleet than many of these Greek powers. So, I mean, you could go for that one, I suppose. It's probably not as beneficial as improving the light infantry. Even if we don't use the light infantry, it will improve, you know, our levies, which we are still making use of. And there's a heavy cav bonus, which I'm using. So that would be good. We also get some opinion boost with all of our subjects. So that's nice as well. It'll make it easier to integrate them, annex them. This one's really nice. All right, let's go ahead and start moving down here, guys. Since there's nothing else to get just yet. You know, we haven't integrated anybody up here yet, so yeah. I don't know, maybe we should integrate somebody. I don't know if that would be an option. We haven't taken a look at the culture in some time here. I don't want to look at it that way. I want to look at the total pops here. Punics, the Punic culture is quite popular. There's a lot of them in that culture. Not as many as Roman, of course, but yeah, we have a lot of them. This here would allow us to integrate them if we so desired. So we could integrate them, and with that, you know, obviously the happiness of the Romans and even the Punic culture would be reduced, but that would allow us to move down that tradition tree. So let me just take a look at this here. It would allow us to start moving down this, just kind of show you guys some of the initial bonuses here. There's some good stuff in these trees. Kind of look at this one here as well. So I mean, there's some good stuff to get here, guys, in these two trees. Certainly better than probably our italic one. So yeah, that would be an option, integrating them. We could also remove the integration of the Punic culture. Of course, that would likely piss them off and cause a lot of issues, but it would let us start getting some of them assimilated because there's a lot of them, quite a few. But yeah, I hope you guys did enjoy today's episode. If you did, make sure you leave a like on the video, subscribe to our channel, hit that notification bell, and leave a comment. I do hope to see you guys on the next episode where I don't know if we'll attack the Greeks yet because we're trying to do it through the mission tree, and doing it through the mission tree is taking time because they do require so much higher opinion. It's not even that high, just 15. But because of our aggressive expansion, 15 is kind of a hard number for us to get to because nobody likes us because we've been conquering too much. So once we get that aggressive expansion burn off, it'll be a lot easier to get the opinion up higher, and then we can get those missions completed. But I don't know, like, I mean, you're not really getting any claims here. Yeah, I mean, they're not really giving you claims in any of these, I don't think. That's not what I'm seeing. Yeah, this is improving diplomatic relations with Greek miners. Yeah, I don't know, guys. I kind of feel like it might just be better to conquer. I don't know if that'd block us off from completing any of these, but yeah, this is very much a diplomatic way of going into Greece. It's actually, I'll be honest, this is kind of disappointing. There's not really a lot here. Yeah, this is pretty garbage. There's a few things here, but there's really not a lot. And I don't know if it's worth this effort now that I'm actually looking at it. I'm questioning if this is even worth the effort. I'm sure you get a good bonus down here, maybe. I don't know, man. You know what? No, I don't think so. Yeah, I kind of feel like... Yeah, I kind of feel like this is not worth the effort. Like, it'd be better to just go in there and conquer them. Maybe we should just abort this mission. This is actually pretty cruddy. I'm very disappointed with this mission tree. Again, I don't think it's worth the effort. I don't know. Let me know what you guys are thinking, but I think that these are not great. A lot of these are just that Colonia thing, which we've done that many times before. It's helpful, certainly. But is it worth the effort that we have to go through to get down to these? I don't know. I really don't know. I mean, some of these are just increasing opinion, so that's not that big of a deal here. Yeah, I don't know if it's really worth it. Like, is this all you're really getting? Like, what are you getting from this one here? Rome gains claims on all territories in the province of Crete. Again, all claims on all territories. Okay, so yeah, I mean, these are getting you claims. Yeah, it's just not worth it going all the way down here for claims. Yeah, this is a garbage mission tree in my opinion. I don't know, let me know what you guys are thinking. But I think that's terrible. I don't think it's worth any of the effort. I think we should just attack them, honestly. But yeah, I'll wait and listen to your guys' opinion. Let me know what you guys think about that. Obviously, we're not going to have a video until Tuesday, so I'll be able to read through all your comments before I record again on Monday. So yeah, I'll see you guys on the next episode on Tuesday. I hope you guys have a fantastic weekend, and thanks for watching.